Hello and welcome back to everyone, the rest of the day, and to another edition of NXT Out of 10. And yeah, big episode of NXT this week because we've got main roster stars on the show, like Corbin and Ali, addressing their wisdom. And yeah, kind of interesting to see what they're all going to do down there over the next few weeks. And we actually got Baron Corbin kicking off the show and said he was there to teach the roster a lesson. He said that he attacked Carmelo last week to make a statement that all of the superstars were soft and unworthy. Ilya then came out to protest and said that he was next in line for the NXT title, even if it means he had to go through Baron. Ilya then challenged Corbin to a match tonight, and Corbin accepted before Trick Williams attacked the free agent from behind and chased him out of the ring. And yeah, good little start to NXT here, you'd have to say. Kind of establishing the number one contender, and that's all going to be decided. Setting up another interesting view for Corbin. Before backstage, Bron Breakker attacked Ilya backstage for seemingly no good reason, and Dragunov seems to be injured, getting out of the match later. So yeah, it sets up a few for Bron, and then maybe something down the line for Ilya as well. So yeah, kind of worked nicely. The Schism then took on the Creed brothers and Ivy Nile. Julius and Fowler kicked off the match, and Rhea was tagged in early on with the Creed's phone in control. Julius then got a stalling vertical suplex before going to the corner and passing Reed onto Brutus, who continued the stall before handing Reed back to Julius, who finally landed a slam. Ava and Niall came in, but Rain tagged Fowler back in before Niall could attack her. Brutus then came in and took Fowler down before hitting a moonsault and took all three members of the Diamond Mine down and hit assisting dives on Fowler. The Schism were then controlled after the break. Got some double team offense before Julius came in and got some massive double suplexes on the Schism before a massive clothesline as all four men went down. Ava and Isla then stepped in the ring before the latter got some big moves, and Reed tried to interfere before being taken down by Ivy. Rain then used distractions to get her butt with what looked like a metal mask on before picking up the win. And yeah, this was really good. It gets 7 out of 10 from me. For the Schism's first match, it was actually really, really good. Definitely exceeded my expectation. I think Ava did work really well here, and yeah, kind of the way it all worked in was really nice as well. So yeah, get 7 out of 10 for me. Good stuff. We then learned via a tweet that Ilya was injured and Trick Williams would take his place for the match against Corbin before Don D'Angelo was still in prison and stepped to visit him. They argued about getting lawyers to indict him, and Tony said that it was Gallus who framed him. And yeah, I really like this. It's just our stuff, but it's good stuff. Von Wagner was in a therapist's office. Steiner wanted to be there. He decided to go along with it anyway. Before it's time for Blair Davenport versus Danny Palmer. Davenport had control of the match early on and got some knee strikes and a big suplex before taking him down for a near fall. Palmer hits and strikes him, but got dragged down on the top rope before getting a Falcon Arrow for the win. And yeah, gets a 5 out of 10 for me. I didn't want to see Danny Palmer in this position for Davenport to get the easy win. But yeah, it kind of was always going to build her up. And yeah, looking forward to her first proper feud, which hopefully won't be too far away. Next up on NXT, Dana Brooke was on NXT and wants to face Tiffany Stratton after winning Battle Royal tonight. Stratton said that she wasn't worried about and predicted Lyra to be the one that would win. And yeah, interesting with all the free agents coming to NXT, it kind of does make sense. And yeah, Dana Brooke could do some decent stuff here. So yeah, interesting to see when that happens. Baron Corbin then took on Trick Williams. Corbin was in control early on. Trick came back with some strikes and took a clothesline. Trick then sent Corbin into the corner and loaded with kicks before getting a drop kick. Trick then sent Corbin outside before smacking his head onto the announcer's vest. Corbin got back in control and sent Trick into the steel steps. Back in the ring, Corbin got a spinebuster before locking in a knee bar. Trick then got a near fall off a neck breaker before countering the chokedown. Corbin got a deep six before missing a spear and eating the turnbuckles. Trick was ready for the finisher, but his knee gave out before Corbin got the end of days for the win. And yeah, really good match. Trick showing how good he is, Corbin getting a big win, all setting up towards the NXT title match, and yeah, it definitely makes sense. I like all of this, to be honest. It gets a 7 out of 10 from me. Nathan Fraser and Jagan Lee were co-hosts on Hard Hitting Home Truths and called No One Does, new post, No One Rent Friends. Mustafa Ali was on NXT and told Wesley that he didn't want a title shot and he wanted to earn it. And yeah, Nathan Fraser, I wasn't sure about that, to be honest. But yeah, let's move on to Joe Gacy v Ali. And yeah, Gacy dropped Ali from the apron and Ali tried a springboard move and tried to get a pin early on. Anthony countered a big move with a flip before Gacy got a DDT for another near fall. Ali then got a sunset neck breaker before hitting a flip bomb off the top rope. Ali went back and got a 450 splash, picking up the win. And yeah, the Schism attacked Ali post match and beat him up before Wesley and Tyler came in with the assist and beat the Schism out of the ring. So yeah, kind of setting up an interesting little coordinate there, and I like it, to be honest. Get 7 out of 10 for me. I think Ali could do some really interesting stuff in NXT there. And yeah, definitely kind of seems to be in the right program for him and the right team as well. So yeah, like you can see where that goes. It was then time for Eddie Thorpe v Damon Kemp. Thorpe got a headlock early on before Kemp countered with a big stand. Kemp then got a belly-to-belly suplex before locking in a headlock of his own. Thorpe then got a German suplex off a counter before getting an easy win off the roll-up, even though it looked like Kemp's feet were on the ropes. So creates a bit of controversy. And yeah, potentially we'll see more of that going forward. But yeah, for this match alone, it was kind of short, kind of building up Eddie Thorpe still. Still waiting to see what his first big kind of feud is going to be. But yeah. It's going to be interesting to see what it is. I'm just definitely looking forward to it. But yeah, just for this match, it was alright, I suppose. Diamond Kato then took on Skritz. Skritz, which also Reggie now, tried for some strikes early on before Kato took him down with a big forearm. Reggie kept the pressure on and tried for more hits before Kato shook it off and hit some big slams and locked in a bear hug. Reggie then came back with strikes before being tossed outside like a sack of potatoes. Reggie then took hits on the announce before being tossed around. We got a sudden roll up in the ring after the distraction from Axiom. After the match, Kato attacked Axiom and Reggie and took them out. And yeah, it gets a 6 out of 10 from me. Simple win for Dabakato here. Really starting to build him up. Poor old Reggie. I don't really know where his direction's going, but he's liking it, so please do something decent for him. But yeah, 6 out of 10. It's decent stuff. Joe Gacy and the Schism were then backstage, and Gacy was disappointed in his loss. Meanwhile, he was proud of his teammates when Wesley, Tyler Bate, and Ali were then backstage, so they had a 6-man tag team match next week with Schism. Ali said that Bate and Lee would have a one-on-one title match in the future. Can't wait for both of those, to be honest. So yeah, good stuff. It was then time for the Women's Championship #1 contender battle royal. Jane got elimination before Ori Mensa saved Jakari Jackson from being dropped outside. Jade then eliminated another superstar before Dolian was sent outside by Kiana James. Lash and Jackson got an elimination, and Thea Hale took out Oro on the outside and a dive before Legend dropped her on the steel steps. Legend was eliminated next, followed by Yisa Lion and Perros. Back from a break on NXT, Bear Davenport came out to beat Dan Perez, and Tatum Paxi eliminated herself to join on the beatdown. Jane then took out Perez with no effort before Valkyrie took out Jen, and Cora Jade took out Valkyrie. Kiana James was eliminated by Fallon Henry before only Henley, Brooke and Jade remained. Brooke hit some big moves before eliminating Henley. Jade and Brooke then fought it out before Thea Hale, who was never technically eliminated, came back. Brooke and Hale teamed up, but the latter took out Brooke by accident, managing to eliminate Jade and Brooke for the win. And yeah, did not see Thea Hale winning it, I have to say. But it gets a 7 out of 10 for me. Yeah, just because it's great scenes at the end. And yeah, I think it could work really nicely here. As a first title defense, should be a pretty simple win for Stratton. But yeah, I think it could really work nicely. So yeah, get 7 out of 10 for me. Good stuff. Breaker was then backstage and said he beat Ilya down because the latter claimed he was the toughest star in NXT and challenged Seth Rollins of Raw and asked him for a title match. So yeah, God knows we're going to get that on NXT or something like that, but that's definitely going to be very interesting. And yeah, the Ilya feud as well tying into that, so that's very interesting. And yeah, can't wait for that if that happens. And overall this week, NXT gets 7 out of 10 for me. Yeah, good show this week, I thought. Really building out some nice, interesting blocks of the main roster stars. Thea Hale winning as well. Bron Breakker in this main event segment. A lot going on. But yeah, definitely optimistic signs for the next few weeks on NXT. To be honest, I can't wait for it. But anyway, guys, that's it really. Thanks very much for watching. Like, subscribe, and let's go to for daily wrestling news and subscribe to my channel. It's greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.